Love is blind, so they say. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Not that I'm on the market. I like my peace and quiet too much. But dating site Badoo did some unscientific research to try and find the most common traits in a woman that would receive the most attention from the fellas. And I got this from a site called yourtango.com.
Oh, okay.
So don't take this as gospel, people. I'm not Andrew Tate. The site uncovered 6 different traits that seem to have been getting the most responses from, the reaction from the blokes looking at the ladies.
Yeah.
And these are, and I'll give you these 6 traits. 46% of men found women between 5'3" and 5'6" the most eye-catching. I would have thought between 5'3" and 5'6" probably is the most common height for a woman.
Yeah.
But who am I? It's important to point out that this is not a hard and fast rule.
Mm.
A serious girlfriend of mine was 5'10", and I'm only 5'7".
Yeah.
So riddle me that one.
Yeah.
60% of men sent messages to brown-eyed women. Once again, blue, green, and hazel-eyed women would create an impact socially. But that ex-girlfriend of mine had blue eyes. But the brown-eyed women won the day in Badoo with Badoo. A lot more blokes went for the brown-eyed ladies. Once again, it might be that there are more brown-eyed women on the platform.
Yeah. I was gonna say, yeah.
It could explain the reason.
Yeah.
But remember, this research is unscientific. So,
Mm. Yeah.
brown hair got the most attention from the blokes, 40%, with blondes getting only 15% of men's attention. The study didn't mention if light or dark brunettes took the cherry, but with the blondes only 15%, it makes you wonder why a lot of women like to try and paint their hair that colour.
I've got
You'll
an
see
interesting
with
theory. Yeah.
with their selfies, with
Yeah.
their fake blonde hair,
I think
thinking
you've, yeah, I think you've,
thinking they're glamorous, but
yeah. Well, yeah.
you're
Yeah.
you're barking up the wrong tree, love. That's what I can say.
So to speak, yes.
Glamour magazine published an article saying that one of the first things a man notices in a woman is her hair. 70% of blokes, the first thing they notice is a woman. More than the clothes, legs, or makeup. Not that I'm a misogynist, I'm not. I'm just telling you what was reported.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, 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 get that. It's a discussion. Yes.
Men prefer a woman to have an average figure. Only 6% like to see a woman with an athletic figure. The article suggests that men might be intimidated by a woman with an athletic figure. Personally, I think it hides their femininity and tenderness. I was never one really to be bothered that much about figure. I preferred to see a woman with a homely figure.
Yeah,
I want,
that's the
if that makes sense to you. The article enters into trigonometry and the angle of the buttocks in relation to the back. But most men can't even add up, so I don't really see that as a factor. Yeah.
hypotenuse. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Also, wider hips making the lady look more like a favourite to be able to bear a child. But the birth rate in the UK would beg to differ
mm,
because it's way down, so nobody's having babies, not even the wider hip ones. Fingernails are noticed, but many women make the mistake of overcomplicating their nails, painting designs or using different colours on their nails to try and impress.
but yeah, but
Most men apparently do like to see tidy nails on a lady, but the most attractive nails are the well kept, non-icure, plain, or naked polished nails.
yeah,
In other words, just natural, just
yeah,
clear, just
yeah,
clear. As long as they're well kept, so she doesn't bite her nails or. A bright natural smile is number 6. A nice smile with clean teeth is a must. It says a lot about their habits. If they smoke, even if they smoke dope, believe it or not, you can tell because I have a little blue stain in the centre here where they've been. If they are frequent flyers with the toothbrush as well, you know. If the smile is relaxed and genuine, apparently blokes fall for that.
Mm.
I once dated a woman who wasn't what you would call a great looker, but she had a stunning smile when she smiled.
Mm.
I had to I had to keep on telling her jokes to keep her smiling.
Yeah.
You know, her smile sort of made up for the rest of her unconventional face, should we say.
Conventional, but yeah, it's
Women check out men's teeth more, apparently.
uh,
77% of women and only 60% of men say they try to check them out on their first date. Something like that. A little bit like horse trading.
I was going to say that's a bit abuse, isn't it?
There's somebody's looking at the gift horse.
I don't think I'd say to a woman on the first date, open your mouth, I want to do something. So, yeah.
But saying all of that, it really does come down to personal taste on both sides of the relationship. And once that works and personalities bond, that's a happy relationship made from the start. There you go, a happy ending. You
Right.
know.
Okay. I mean, okay, what is attractiveness? Now, yeah, yeah, you can get scientific about it, and yeah, I tend to hate that a little bit, but I understand the reason why. I mean, it's psychology. I mean, many people will look at an old picture of, without even probably even knowing who she is, Marilyn Monroe, and go, "Wow, yeah, even a modern guy," but she doesn't fit even at the time the conventions. Facially, I've seen all this done of what was considered attractive, but she was just naturally, absolutely glamorously beautiful. Yeah. Um, Even comparing her to our so-called stars of today. Yeah. I mean, when you look back, we have Marilyn Monroe, Raquel Welch, Bridget Bardot. Yeah.
To be quite honest with you,
Yeah.
I think if those three were to be young again
Mm.
in today's world, I don't think they get much of a look in. There are so many ladies out there that are absolute stunners,
Mm.
and I can't like the Hathaways and the
Anne
I don't
Hathaway, yeah, yeah. Well, again,
the girl who was on that 70s show. I
the
can't remember.
Russian one, yeah, yeah, I know, yeah,
Yeah,
or
she's
Ukrainian one, yeah, yeah.
yeah. You wouldn't trick her out. Well, I'm not going to say it.
Ashton Kutcher might have something to say about that, but yes, yeah. I mean, be careful when she started that. Apparently, she was about 14 on that show. Yeah,
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 Mira Cunha,
yeah. Mila
something.
Kunis, yeah, Mila Kunis, yes. When she apparently when she first was on that, she's 14, 15, playing a much older girl. Because I partly grew up with that, but yeah, being a bit 10 years younger. Um, yeah, but it's yeah, I mean, the whole thing, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. I mean, it depends on the age group of the men doing the survey as well.
Yes, you're absolutely right.
If you got a, yeah, if you
At
got
my
a,
age,
yeah,
at my age now,
yeah,
I don't really look at the figure. I don't really look at the
yeah,
face anymore. As long as they don't have a dick.
you asking a lot, aren't you, in this day and age? Good God, man, you're so very, very picky there, so to speak. Yeah, 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 but I mean, if you ask, okay, we're going to say 16 or 18. The 16 is the age of consent in the UK, yeah, 18 in America. Okay. So if you say 18-year-old, what they see in a woman, I think the list would be, yeah, quite, probably not that long because, any female almost, yeah. Um,
The
Not that
States, I think it's 21. So
20, I thought it was to drink. I don't know. It probably depends on states because different states, different laws. I mean, it's not something I've ever really thought too much
anyway,
about.
that's sidetracking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, that is certainly an interesting. It's certainly interesting. What do you consider attractive? What did you see attractive? Like you say, in your girlfriends from the past. What did I see attractive with mine? Why did we marry the person we did? I think we get to the age where looks become less and less important, and personalities.
Personality comes into it. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
yeah, you don't. I mean, I'll be quite honest, and yeah, I've reflected on this myself. You know, my age, what would I do with a 22-year-old? Seriously, what would I do?
Well,
Yeah,
I know what I do.
yeah, but okay, but yeah, in a relationship,
Or try and
yeah,
do.
yeah, not say. I mean, again, it would depend on the other partner, but yeah, I yeah, I mean, it's a kind of, or the reverse was, what would she do with me? You know, what could, yeah, I do find,
That's where my fear factor comes in.
yeah. Yeah, yeah. Is she happy to bring me the Zimmer frame when required? You know, yeah. It's a yeah. I'm actually quite healthy for my age, but yeah. But
Should be should be stroking my pension book.
pension book. Yeah. Okay. Well, again. I mean, okay. I mean, let's get to something else. Yeah, you get to an age where it's security, but yeah, if we're talking pure looks, um, it sounds odd. It's like I said, I've just made a comparison. Now you're talking about sports people. I've always found athletes attractive. Um, there's possibly a reason I wouldn't be there. I mean, I wasn't a great athlete myself, but yeah, a top female athlete to me, I find yeah attractive for various different reasons. I'll say attractive, you know. Yeah, but I think a lot of it's mental as well to attain that level. They're up here. Yeah, but they'd probably be impossible to live with almost unless you're a top athlete yourself. Um,
Yeah, they'd have the well, I mean, that would be coming away from them
yeah,
and more onto the way they behave. For
yeah,
example, they'd have a strict regime where
yeah,
they have to do the training, they have to eat
yeah,
this, they have to do that at that particular time, and not everybody can hack that. And like
yeah,
you said, if it was a male athlete, he'd be used to this as well.
yeah, yeah. I mean,
But I think that the personalities,
yeah,
if they're not if a top class athlete
yeah,
is the humble person, I find that really attractive.
yeah. I mean, yeah, but I was just thinking about that. I mean, years ago, Paula Radcliffe, probably, yeah, whatever, but she had a bad performance in a in a race or a tournament or a race she did. And she went up to her husband and she pushed her husband like that. Yeah. And people had to go, oh, that's in the relationship. She probably knew she could do that to him. That was get rid of frustration. And to me, that's a proper relationship between two people who understand each other personally, perfectly. Yeah.
Yeah,
As, yeah, both of you have to be tolerant and understand the other person. Um,
yeah,
and
sure.
that's where looks leave it. And if you like, your own personal chemistry comes into play.
Yeah,
Again, yeah, but we get away a little bit from it, but it's all important. But yeah, the looks, yeah, I mean, primarily, probably the looks are important because of both of us, both male and female. Basically, you are about reproduction. Yeah, I know you say it's on the decrease, but that's still going to be in the back of it. What will the children look like? Yeah. Um, and so yeah, a woman will look at a man, strong, healthy, fit. A man will look at a woman, like you said, is she going to be a good house person? Is she going to be healthy? Is the offspring going to be healthy? Um, Lots of other factors. Um, we have been. I've again. I thought about this last week. I read an article a little bit like you, but it's a slightly different slant. We've all been conditioned, or over years, advertising or other things, and like you're sort of saying now, we're being told you have to accept this in a person and that and accept that person, otherwise it's hidden prejudice. No, it's a natural thing. Um,
yeah.
we're going to be attracted by certain people. We're not all going to find certain other people, it could be even even skin color or something else, unattractive. Doesn't mean you're racist or anything else. You just don't find it attractive.
The
Um,
same, I suppose it's the same with the woman wearing tats.
yeah,
You know, she's going to repel a certain, I don't know, group of men
yeah, I mean,
who don't like to see a woman wearing tats and
yeah,
all the stigma
mm,
that comes with them.
Well, even my wife has a tattoo. Yeah, it's not something I'd have myself, admittedly, because I don't like needles. I've always avoided people sticking sharp, pointy objects in me, including medical needles, if possible.
Well,
Yeah,
Sebastian Maniscalco once said, "You don't put." I don't have any tats either. You don't put bumper stickers on a Ferrari.
yeah, well, yeah, but yeah, I mean, attractiveness. But it's like I say, I mean, it's interesting. Again, advertising has always sort of had this ideal beauty. Now, what was considered, like I've just mentioned, some older celebrities, 50s, 60s,
Yeah.
70s even. What would have been attractive then is not so much now. Now, is that our conditioning because of media, because of other things? Women haven't really changed. Okay, we're just focused on the women. Women haven't changed that much in 50 years, 60 years. And that's something I'm missing. Fundamentally the same. Um, I Yeah, I mean, okay, fashions come and go. Um, I think the emphasis, I, today we're living in a strange paradox world now, is that women, on one level, women are encouraged to get to the gym, be fit and healthy. On the other hand, well, body image doesn't matter.
Mm.
Which I agree with both to a certain degree. Yeah, there's a balance there somewhere. And if a woman wants to spend her time in a gym and yeah, it makes them feel good and everything else,
Yes, it
it
does.
leads to it leads to happiness. Happiness is a far more attractive thing to find a mate. Well, yeah.
I go to the gym too.
Mm.
I'm never going to be Charles Atlas. I'm never going to be a world record holder of being the 100 meters.
No.
I just do it just to keep my body in motion.
Well, when you get to our age,
And
yeah.
and I'm celebrating today actually because I've lost 5 kilos,
Ooh,
which is
congratulations.
£11, people. £11
Yeah, yeah, that's something.
in
Yeah,
in British weight
yeah.
in this last month. So that's good.
No, no. I mean, yeah, when you get to our age, if you're carrying extra weight, well, because your previous history, but yeah, you do it to decline the risk of obviously heart problems, diabetes,
Yep.
all list of things. And we live in the heat, therefore, it's more of a body strain on us as well, as people in
Yep.
the UK are finding out now. Yeah, that's
Yep.
our luck. Welcome to our world, people that we enjoy.
Yep.
I must
Get
admit,
used to it.
35 degrees is quite extreme, but yeah. But it's a but yeah, getting back to the main theme, beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Yep.
Uh, I, Again, you said it's not scientific. It is because it's what people generally think or believe. Um, it would be interesting to do the same survey 5 years' time, 10 years' time to see.
I think it would be interesting to do the survey in a controlled way. Like I said, I don't know if there are more brown-eyed women on the market than blue-eyed or green-eyed ladies. I don't know if there are more auburn ladies or if there are more blondes, you
Well,
know.
to me, it is a controlled environment because it's an online environment. If you Years
Yeah,
ago,
but if you put in front of me 20 brown-haired
yeah,
women, sorry,
yeah,
and one blonde,
yeah,
you know, the probability of me choosing a brown-haired woman is 10 to 1.
yeah. Well, again, this is interesting because there is old expression as blondes have more fun. I think the blonde, the dizzy blonde, is probably someone that men like to date for a bit of fun.
Yeah, blondes had more fun is going back to Marilyn Monroe's
Yeah,
era.
yeah. I mean, she played to an image. She was actually quite an intelligent
That's right.
woman. Um,
Yeah.
um, Unfortunately, probably overthought everything at the end. I got involved with the wrong things, but um, in yeah, if we have a look at it, yeah, that's a sort of said. If we look at it now, that yeah, men like girls a bit of fun when they're going out dating and all that, and probably want to marry somebody who's quite serious, who's the homemaker, a bit later on. If I'm going to be standing like Andrew Tate.